What's up, everybody? Damon here, and in today's gaming news, Samus's return on Nintendo Switch is unfortunately delayed for many gamers. A famous Japanese developer is moving on from the studio he founded, and it's all presented by The Consultant, premiering February 24th only on Prime. Metroid Prime Remastered was shadow dropped during the recent Nintendo Direct on February 8th as a download on the eShop, but we also got confirmation that a physical edition will be coming on February 22nd here in the US or March 3rd in other markets like the UK and Japan. Well, release day has come and gone, and some fans are reporting that their pre-order hasn't arrived or has even been delayed to as late as April. This issue mostly seems to be on Amazon, with many pre-orders delayed to March 27th or even April 3rd in some cases. Physical copies of Metroid Prime Remastered are also currently sold out everywhere else, including Best Buy, GameStop, Target, Walmart, and the Nintendo Store. This means if buyers did choose to pre-order with Amazon, they will now find it hard to come by any physical copies of the new Switch game. To play the remaster anytime soon, those fans will currently have to resort to buying the digital copy, which isn't ideal for many collectors, or they can chance availability at a local store. IGN has reached out to Amazon for comments on the delays. Moving on, famed developer Shinji Makami, well known for directing the original Resident Evil and The Evil Within, is leaving Tango Gameworks after 13 years. Makami founded Tango in 2010. He'll stay on for a few more months before his official last day. Tango was acquired by ZeniMax Media, Bethesda's parent company, shortly after its founding. That has put Tango under the Xbox umbrella since 2021. A statement from Bethesda reads, "We thank him for his work as a creative leader and supportive mentor to young developers on the Evil Within franchise, Ghostwire Tokyo, and of course, Hi-Fi Rush." No reason for his departure was given, and Makami himself is yet to speak publicly about why he has chosen to leave Tango Gameworks or what he might do next. The studio launched The Evil Within in 2014 and went on to make a sequel, with both games bearing a resemblance to classic Resident Evils. Tango then released Ghostwire Tokyo, an open-world action-adventure game that still had spooky elements, last year. It stepped away from horror for its latest effort and surprise-released Hi-Fi Rush, an Xbox-exclusive rhythm adventure game, last month. IGN gave it a 9 out of 10. Wherever he ends up, we'll continue following Makami's career here at IGN. And finally, The Consultant is premiering this Friday, February 24th, only on Prime. The show is set within the office of a gaming company and stars Christoph Waltz as a mysterious consultant who takes over after their CEO is murdered. You know what else has awesome and terrifying bosses? Video games. But which ones do IGN consider to be the toughest and most memorable? Let's find out.
The Metal Gear series boasts some of the most talked about boss fights in video game history, but the epic showdown with the titular mech in the original PlayStation 1 game has always been a personal favorite of mine. Aside from just being a fun boss fight, it also showcases two things that make the series great. First, it's cinematic as hell in all the best ways. His later work might have been a little bit art house for some people, but Hideo Kojima injected MGS1 with so much 80s and 90s blockbuster action movie DNA, and it's on full display during Rex's grand entrance. This thing might be a piece of military hardware, but once it's fully powered up, Rex is just as monstrous as the Queen in Aliens or the Tyrannosaurus in Jurassic Park. A big dramatic reveal would have been cool, but instead the fight has some build-up to it. Snake first encounters Rex lying dormant in a hangar long before it's an immediate threat, so the player spends a chunk of the game dreading, or maybe looking forward to, this kicking that is inevitably waiting for them in the wings. It might seem like a given that you would fight a Metal Gear in a Metal Gear game, but that wasn't the case for the NES version of the first entry in the series, because due to hardware limitations, they had Snake destroying a computer rather than fighting a giant robot, and really, I think we'd all rather fight a robot than a computer. Anyway, second, Metal Gear Rex is just awesome to look at, which is the result of mechanical and character director Yoji Shinkawa's talents firing on all cylinders. Giant mechs and stylish weirdos are what set Metal Gear apart from other sci-fi infused military games, and those mechs and weirdos wouldn't look nearly as cool without Yoji's involvement. And there's a substance to his style. The economic use of geometric shapes that make up Rex create an instantly recognizable silhouette that's aged a lot more gracefully than a lot of PS1 era visuals thanks to its simplicity. Now, Rex might not be quite as novel or memorable as some of the series' other boss fights, like the kinky telepath who reads your memory card and turns your screen off, or the elderly sniper who can literally die of old age if you change the date and time of your PlayStation's internal clock. Or, hey, what about the wine-drunk explosives expert on rollerblades, because why not? But at the end of the day, it wouldn't be a Metal Gear game without a Metal Gear. And Metal Gear Rex is pretty solid.
What boss do you think will be our final highlight of the week? Tune in to find out, and don't forget to watch Prime's The Consultant, premiering February 24th, only on Prime. And that is your Daily Fix for Thursday, February 23rd. Now that you're caught up on the news, check out the final trailer for Dead Cells Return to Castlevania, an expansion I'm super excited for. I'm Damon Hatfield, and for all your gaming news, stay tuned to IGN.